Everything that we do, we have to do powerful. If you would, look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm damaged, but I'm destined. Now, you're going to say that to another neighbor, somebody that's going to appreciate the word of God. Say, neighbor, I'm damaged, but I'm destined. Come on, walk out of your seat. Tell just two people, I'm damaged, but I'm destined.
Damaged, but I'm destined.
Come on here, go find you somebody. Come on, go find you somebody. Say, I'm damaged, but I'm destined. I'm damaged, but I'm destined. Hallelujah. There is another story that has the same account of the story of Mephibosheth, but it's written from a different perspective. Now, we know the contemporary story that we hear was that Mephibosheth was dropped as a baby. I wanted to use this passage to build on what we already know, because we understand that Mephibosheth emphatically did not fall. He was dropped. Mephibosheth was dropped. However, this text right here says he fell and he became lame. Well, we know that he did not fall. He was dropped by a nurse. The decree came out that they all had to get out of town, and the nurse went to go get who she cares after, who was Mephibosheth, and when she picked him up, she dropped him. Now, in that particular text, that nurse does not even have a name. And I want you to understand that there have been some people that have been caring for us and looking after us, and they aren't even that important. Not important enough to receive a name in the biblical text. Anytime people were important and had value to the story, their name was mentioned. But the nurse that dropped Mephibosheth's name wasn't even mentioned. That lets me know that the purpose that God has in Mephibosheth's life, the purpose that God has in this story, ain't got nothing to do with nobody else, but it's all to do with you. It was all to do with Mephibosheth. Come on here. The nurse wasn't named. The charges wasn't pressed on her because she dropped the baby. But I found out, see, here's another thing. The reason why I chose this text again is because we call little children babies, yes? But we found out in this particular text that Mephibosheth at the time of his drop was not a baby. He was not an armed baby. The Bible says that he was 5 years old. He was 5 years old. And if you're running with a 5-year-old child and you drop that child, there is a greater chance that that child may suffer greater injuries. Well, you say it don't make sense. You would think that a baby would suffer more injuries than an older child. The reason why the older child would experience more damage instead of the baby is because the older child weighs more. Come on here. And I came to tell you that when you're called by God and when you're anointed and your anointing has weight to it, it is valuable that you don't fall. Come on here. It's valuable that you don't drop, because the heavier you drop, the harder you break. Come on here. The harder you break, the more things ache. Come on here. When you was a little child, you could hit the ground and get right back up running. But let us fall now. Oh, I ain't got no help today. I said, let us fall now. I was in my room the other day cleaning up like I always do, and I had to mop my floor, and I stepped on my rug. One leg went one way and the other went the other. And I hadn't fallen in so long, I hadn't realized how much weight I had accumulated. When I fell and hit the ground, I had to stay there for just a minute. Come on here, I had to stay down. My co-worker who lives below me texted me. I didn't think nobody else. Oh, glory to God. It's some falls that we have that we don't think anybody's seen. Come on here. It's some falls that we have, it seems like everybody isn't around when we get it. But my fall was so hard because I had accumulated so much weight. The people that live beneath me texted me and said, you all right? That was a fall. I said that was a fall. When you carry so much weight, your falls become noticeable.
Yeah, people hear it.
People hear it. It gets around. Sometimes you can be so busy that you never really felt how hurt you really were. I'm talking about pains now. The pains of being dropped. The pains of being let down. The pains of being down for so long. You don't realize when you fail how much damage was done.